Frozen over like I am. Well, I know you know that like it's colder, colder when I'm older, older than I am. And I know you know that I have lost composure, but I'll hold you closer while I can. I never told you that I'm slightly broken, that I might lose focus when I am. I know you know that life gets colder, colder when you're frozen over like I am.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Sit when I go number 1 and number 2. All day, every day. Thick boy painting, like Dark Horse. Needless Guilt tuning in. Going live on the gram. Cat painting, what's up, homie? GoBoy76 with a resub over on Twitch. Happy May the 4th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And what's May 6th? Is it like May 6th? Is it another Star Wars thing? Most Magic tuning in on Twitch. About to start our painting show in about a minute. Some people tuning in on the gram. How you guys doing? You know what happened today though? That was historic. Most Magic. Big boy painting. That's right, mini model builder. I used your title, Dark Horse, on my Twitch, on my Insta Live. I put big boy painting. Mini model builder. Yeah, we're finally painting that Iconoclast War Master type. We've been doing some airbrushing. We're doing metallic right now. Okay, 4th be with you. Return of the 5th. Revenge of the 6th. That's how we. That's how you do it, Repray. Wish I was better at Star Wars references.
Let's do it!
Oh, that's my cue to go live on Twitch. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab at an undisclosed location in Central Florida. We're doing it again. Shout out to everyone in chat. Mini Model Builder over on the gram. We got Caddick Painting on the Twitch. Nordog, what's up, brother? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Caddick Painting. Let me get some birthday yo dogs to my boy. Shout out to Recoil, aka Coil Daddy, or Mod Templar tuning in. What's up, brother? Mini Model Builder says, I picked up a Jag Panther kit today for a looted wagon. And he also sucks at Star Wars references. Heard that. I got some Cutwater margaritas. It's funny because I didn't even take my own advice. It's been a long time since I've been slamming Cutwaters since I left California. I forgot these things are like legit just liquor in a can, and they are 12.5% alcohol. So I smashed 3 of these last night, like back to back, like hanging out with my lady right before bed. Got drunk as shit, hungover all morning. It's like, whoo, they're not beers. Got it. Kramus tuning in. What's up, brother? Mini model builder, yeah. See, the thing is that I didn't know they sold them in Florida because I didn't see them in Florida. But then I realized Florida has those laws where they can't sell liquor in the grocery store, and this is liquor, even though it's in a can. So then I went to the liquor store and I was like, oh shit, they have it. And me and Demeki used to be smashing those Mai Tais. But it's been a while, I forgot to pace myself. So if you drink 3 of them back to back, like, and you think it's 3 beers, you actually drink like fucking 9 beers. Drink like 9 beers in like 38 minutes. Obliterated. Like, it's like a beer bong, bro. Torjin tuning in. What's up, big dog? Mini Model says my country ass sitting around with Keystone like that. Keystone is legendary. Shout out to everyone tuning in. So yeah, we do have our. I'll show some of it to the Instagram audience. We've got our sub-assembled Iconoclast War Master, and we've been chronicling the build and the step and the sub everything here on Twitch. And I did just edit the first volley of videos for Patreon that takes that on how we sub-assembled all the panels, how we're doing everything. We're doing marble. Everything is on this model, so it's being updated on Patreon in real time. It's a little slower than it used to be because of how Twitch changed their policies on video storage, which is upsetting. But the edits are actually a little better. Brush Destroyer Studio says, "Oh shit, Jack Black paints." Yeah. Meccan Jr. says, "Aren't you retired?" Yep, I retired on my birthday, April 22nd, when I turned 42 years old. And I came out of retirement on April 24th when I ran out of money. So I'm back. Go boy. That's like a buffing tequila? What does that mean? A buffing tequila? Russ's choice. I hear money is important. Not a big deal. Turns out I can't eat without it. I can't even drink a glass of water for free. You know what I'm saying? Omegon says, oh, look at that beard and mustache. It's been a while. Yeah, if the last time you saw me, I didn't have this beard and mustache, it would have been closer to Christmas. I grew this out for January. Mini model builder can't eat hopes and dreams either. Yeah, money's kind of the most important thing. Can't drink, can't eat, can't sleep. Candy Painting says, I seen a dude slam a jar of moonshine on YouTube, called it a hillbilly shot. That guy's dead. The guy didn't make it. Ridge Runner, what's up, brother? So yeah, like, all that to say, because of how we have to do things now, some of the edits are taking a little longer to get to Patreon, but I'm able to mash them up in a little bit better format now, because I have to like actually manually do everything. So we've got how we sub-assembled the panels and airbrushed them, and that was actually 2 parts, and they're in one video now, right? We've got the marble, and we've got the faceplate demo, like how we did the marble and the trim. Recoil's mom tuning in. How you feeling, Recoil's mom? Recoil's mom's got it going on. Yeah, what up, everyone over on the gram? Yeah, so and if you're just discovering this on gram, we stream on Twitch for 9 years. This year for 9 years. So we haven't started painting yet, but that's when the action is. So next level painting on Twitch with underscores. Looks like Swallbot's still off. Lower my headset volume. There we go. Mini model builder, need to get your ass over to Twizitch. That's right, Twatch. Yep, all the things are still off. Alright. Well, thank you everyone on the gram for accidentally clicking my video as I went live when you were scrolling through. We'll see you guys soon. Hopefully we'll see you over here. Howdy, 5,000. Big boy painting. Solo. Yeah, it's a lot of trim. Preposterous, some would say. I have high hopes for today, though. I think we're good. The leg's done. So, my promos right now, as we're preparing to ship all our dice and everything, are Patreon-oriented, exclamation point class. If you want to sign up for my course, teach 5 days a week. Sign up on my Patreon. $10 or more a month. While we're live, I'll give you a free painting consultation. So, those 2 cats we got, they're actually out and about now, like moving around the house. Are none of our links working? Oh, is class... Ooh, is class not a deep bot command? Oh, this is obnoxious. It's enabled. Why is it not working? Oh, I know. It's actually a broken link. I think. Did it do anything when you hit it? I just disabled it and re-enabled it. Okay, fuck it. Don't type exclamation point class. Just exclamation point Patreon. You can find the classes there. And my website's down right now too. Solo. So this weekend I've got to go back down to South Florida. So if I have to cancel my Friday show, that's possible. We have a funeral to go to, unfortunately. So we'll find out what happens there. I'll keep you guys updated. What else? I have another thing. And I feel like there's another thing. Oh yeah. Then the following week, I'm gonna go up to my mom's house for the weekend, and my dad wants to take us to. There's a racetrack there. Apparently, they do this shit where they have a race where they tow like boat trailers with boats on them, and they like race with that shit. So he's all about that shit. You have to get the boat push pull or by any means over the finish line to win. So that's gonna be exciting. Preposterous. Reappraise car races in Florida, you don't say. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild time. Oh yeah, forgot Diablo 4. Yeah, they also do that, Dr. D. They don't do RV camper figure 8, they do school bus figure 8. So my dad's hype on that too. Yeah. It's gonna be wild. So today is pretty historic because today on Diablo 4, they dropped their Berserk collab. And so you can get Berserk skins in the For Money shop, but also there's a new currency that you can farm in the game to unlock other stuff that you can't buy. So that's a big fucking deal, bringing the Berserk universe to which actually is a perfect fit, like that dark fantasy vibe, perfect fit for the Diablo world. So that was exciting. That dropped, instantly got my Black Swordsman skin and my Dragon Slayer. Instantly switched back to Whirlwind Reappraise off of my other build I was working. I was working this other gangster build, pushing hard, and then I was like, oh, time to go back to the sword, dog. That's why I saved it. I told you as soon as that sword dropped, I'm not using anything else. Big ass Dragon Slayer sword looking sick. Spent like real money on it. Had to. Yeah, but that's the game right now. Reaper, you're down. You gonna go buy it tonight? So, pop up a Discord. Make sure I have this thing running. There we go. Yep. So yeah, that's our updates. Shit might go sideways this week. We'll find out. Oh, I got my sick new sunglasses that I got from the eye doctor that I made my insurance pay for. Savage Shark says, hi, Kevin. Wicked Beard. Kevin. It's been a long time since somebody called me Kevin. So let's kick it on over. These are the panels that we haven't fucked with yet. This is the upper body. We're not there yet. Vanhammer, what's up, brother? Bro, Saruman, the white OG, he posted up a picture of him with his Twisted Tea fanny pack. He texted to me. I hope he puts in a whip today. Recoil, that's right, Kevin Boucher. Okay, let's get everything set up. Van Ember says, dude, I did a boys trip to the lake this weekend. Wore my Twisted Tea pack the whole time. Never had my Zen out of reach. That's right, dog. Legend. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we are. So we want to get both sides done. You see, we have the mahogany work up. So we want to get this done. Then we'll go to the torso. Move this out of the way. Torso panels later. Savage Shark says that purple looks gorgeous. Thanks, man. Forgot to load my wet palette up. I have to change this paper out real quick. Been sitting there all weekend. But you know what? Forgot I still have some of these. These are the red grass ones. I like this parchment better. But like I said, I've mentioned it before. Kit from Game Envy told me, he's like, I don't make paper, dude. Use any paper you fucking want. I was like, fair. This paper is my shit. He's like, I just pack paper in there. Like, he's like, I just buy parchment paper cut to the size of our pallets, bro. I don't make that shit. Use whatever you like. See, Dr. D, I don't like the wax paper, the butcher wax paper. That's what Game Envy sells. Okay, this stuff, this is it's too thick, too waxy. For my technique, I don't like it. I like this like super thin parchment paper for the way I like to paint. But you see, Captain Banhammer, Dr. D likes butcher wax paper. Like, I don't like it to have any waxiness. And a lot of people, and the thing is, their paper works good with preparation. You know what I'm saying? I like to do what I just did. No prep. This is better for no prep. Yeah, Captain Banner. So the prep is literally soaking it. With this, I get no water on top ever. Okay? With Game Envy, I literally take it to the bathroom, rinse it, put the paper on, and just run hot water on it for like a fucking minute. Just soaking it. Then I dump it out, and it's prepped. So it's like a minute of just running hot water on it. All over it, splashing all over the place. Then it's prepped. Then it works fine. But like if you're moving quick, like I like to move, it's frustrating. This is the palette. See, and even Redgrass doesn't really sell this anymore. Even Redgrass has moved away from this parchment. They moved to a waxier one too. So like, I might be in the minority. This is like old stockpiles of Redgrass. We'll get a little noosh. Gonna use this buster ass free King Art brush I got. Works great for this. And we're just gonna start with mahogany. We're just gonna start banging out trim. Let's get a little noosh going in a puddle. And we're just gonna we're just gonna use modified heart pull. And we're going raw. And if anyone has any questions on why we're using mahogany instead of just gold, feel free to voice any questions you have. What I'm doing now is I'm maintaining relatively high moisture, relatively high opacity, which is with a little bit of moisture. But also, I'm going to grab a little water, and I'm going to work the gutter between the riser of the trim and the actual armor panel itself, the field. And now we're running it super wet, and we're just going to run it in that gap. And so we're going to get that ledge and a little bit of a pin wash, a little dark line in it. See? Always be rotating. Go back to the heart. Let's get this little section right here. More of a stipple right there. Mystic Mafia asks, and Captain Banhammer responds, it makes a good base for the gold and creates contrast between the purple and the gold. Good question. That's a great answer. It is a great base for the gold. It creates contrast between purple and the gold. So to elaborate on that, the first thing is that painting gold raw dog on trim that you've just airbrushed and you made this like beautifully flawless transition on is always stressful, because every time you fuck up and you get a little gold on the purple, it's kind of hard to fix. And so just raw dogging the gold over that kind of transition stresses me out. First and foremost. So, is there a color that we can paint it first that doesn't stress me out if I fuck up a little? And the answer is yes. Mahogany works great, but honestly, any really dark brown would work great, because as you can tell, like gold obviously comes from the brown family, right? Like if you thought about like brown going to orange, going to yellow, going to white, that's the spectrum, right? So this is just dark, non-metallic gold. It's like bronze. But because it's not metallic, that means if I get a little bit on, like see down here, this is where I would be puckering my butthole right here. Right, so I'll paint the gold, don't fuck up. Oh, I fucked up a little bit. I accidentally put some right in there. Fuck, that gold's gonna look like shit. But it's actually just dark brown. So if I just take a little water and I just work that seam, I'm just creating a nice little dark pin wash, which is the contrast that Captain Banhammer was talking about. I can actually convert the brown into a dark border, a dark frame right now. And because brown is the best color, if it gets a little blotchy, a little stainy in that correction process, it'll just ride as grime or dirt. But if that was reflected gold that I just put in that gutter and watered it down and spread it out, it would just be glittery ass bright gold water. It'll look like shit. So going with the dark brown eliminates mad fail rate and stress, even though it is an extra step. Temeki coming in for 56 months says, listen guys, I've got 2 jobs. I work here and have another job at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm doing it to put my kid through NYU. He can explore his bisexuality and become a DJ. Remember, Demeki, don't go chasing waterfalls. Demeki, I drank three cut waters on Cinco de Mayo, the margarita ones. I drank them back to back again, got immediately obliterated, passed out drunk, woke up with a hangover. I did it again. So we're just using the tip of our brush, pulling it back, running the heart pull. You got to creep. Creep. That's right, go boy. Demeki, you drank 4 on Sunday and your feet were swollen as fuck. Yeah, I remember when we were playing Diablo together and your lady cut you off. Should have drank that 4th one. She cut you off at 3. Bottle Zone Studios. Oh snap! NSYNC, baby. That's right. It's gotta be May. But also Mystic Mafia. Here's another big reason. So the most stressful part about painting trim is painting the riser, the ledge, like the other ledge, right? Not the top, but the riser. Painting that with the gold is also stressful because you're gonna fuck up. But going in there and just hitting it with the dark mahogany, which can just stay that dark mahogany and be a shadow to the gold, again, eliminates a big problem and a massive fail rate. So again, I'm taking some moisture. I'm just gonna wet up the brown and run it in that gutter. And deliberately create a nice little border and frame. Miniature painting is mostly about frames and borders. Meki, when was your last desk pop? I'm going to switch to the number 4. Rinse it down. Elro dog. Oh my. We're finally getting somewhere. Elro. Demeki says, fellas, I know you don't respect me as an officer. I'm not gonna discharge my firearm in the office. Bro, that scene. They were so convincing. Catch it right here. High opacity, low moisture. And we're just running a combination of sewing machine stroke, aka the stipple, and some heart pulls. Elder Dog, surprise, you still have another 30 pages of build instructions, right? What if we got halfway through painting it and that's what we found out? That we weren't done building it. Hey Terry, I did my first desktop. Go boy. That's a real thing, right? Now we're going to take it down a step, right? We're using the puddle that is mostly wet and transparent. So semi-opaque at most. Kind of wet. We're running it into the gutter and getting that riser and creating the pin wash border. Things look better when they're framed by something dark. They were so convincing in their argument, they swung me. And they give him a wooden gun. You dick, I'm Derek Jeter. You shot me. Woo. Gallon Golden Grin. Thanks for the follow. Captain Banhammer just gifted Gallon Golden Grin. Stop, show your boy some love right there. I was just thinking that Demeki should have shot A-Rod.
Clouds keep hanging over my head. I've tried to run, but I've got nothing left. A single ray of hope is all.
Gallon Golden Grin. That's your boy?
That's when I remembered the words you spoke to me.
Welcome, brother.
I must see the
So, one of the things that the mahogany lets us do is keep it kind of loose, because mistakes are difficult to make and easy to come back from. So it's a very low stress technique, and you see how easy it is to put the gold down after. So my goal right now for this session is to get all the brown down 100% and then start working the gold. So I'd like to have the brown locked in before we go into whips. So semi-opaque, a little noosh, tip of the brush, and kind of stipple it in behind this seam right there. And we installed the panels, but we sub-assembled them for the airbrushing. But I find that with this step, securing the panels to the model, because the way I can hold this model is very easy and chill, because I can keep the rotation correct for the heart pulls like this. And it lets me see what I need to paint, what I don't need to paint. And it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something when the panels are already on the model. So there's a mental game too. Get a little moisture. Semi-opaque, a little wet. We're going to run it in the channel right there, in the riser. Wait, check my phone. Good. Oh, it's Demeki blowing me up on fucking Instagram. So he's already gotten bored of Twitch and he's on Instagram sending me reels. Alright, other guy reels. He said, I'm not bored, I'm multitasking.
Don't tell me what it feels like, because I already know. It's not the first time I felt so low.
Rotate. Or taking his shit. Is that when I catch most of your reels? Rinse it out. We get a little moisture. It fucked up a little right there, but that's why we're using the brown. Rotate, always look for the heart pull. Golden grin. We're always looking to rotate the model to the position that allows us most precise brushstroke, which is this heart pull. And we're going in mostly opaque, just a little moisture. for control. Mateo in chat, how you feeling, brother? Get right here. Went a little aggressive in there. So put a lot on the purple. But again, brown's gonna ride. Brown's the best color. And you'll see one of the advantages here, Myth and Mafia, is that we're painting for coverage with the brown, which is really safe. But the gold, we're painting for highlight. Semi-opaque, a little wet. Let's hit these little nuts. Always wash your nuts. So I'm trying to finish building a hub route right now. Got a lot of building and painting to do, so I'm ready to be ready by June 12th. Moisture. We want to get inside this little seam right here too. Captain Banhammer booked your class for Nova. So I'm going to be teaching at Challenger Cup, and I'm going to be teaching in Ohio. I got to actually finalize my Challenger Cup course. Camo Specs Online, 89 months. How you doing, brother? Oh yeah, Nova's close to you. we go. Captain Van Hammer, when, where in Ohio are you teaching? Cincinnati with the Bolters of Dawn crew in like Fairfield? Like July, mid-July. I don't know if they're selling their club. Let me see what. Let me see. Jesse probably DM me and I forgot. July 19th. Let's see what my look is. She's mad because it's supposed to rain, but it hasn't rained yet, and she wants it to rain. Go. Oh, I'm painting on the wrong frame. Roll dog. I'll tell her.
Chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Oh, it's Ishi. What's up, brother? Long time. Thanks for the resub, man. What you been into? Let's rotate here, semi-opaque, a little wet. Building a Land Raider Redeemer for a teammate? For what event? Knocking it out. We're doing good. Little Noosh, little Brown. Alamo GT. Not sure if you're going yet. So many tournaments. It's true, man. Go. Feeling that. But basically, you got to be building and painting all the time. Because you never know which of the shit. That's right. You got to stay active, man. Basically, once you decide to jump in and start playing, you kind of have to go all in until. I mean, you know, you gotta stay up. And when you stop, then it's a big curve to reset. I mean, I think that's what a lot of people complain about. But it's just it's a better game state like that. Gets pretty easy too when you just start getting real, right? When you're just like, I ain't winning. I'm not gonna win anything. So I don't need to take it that seriously. I don't need to have my most optimized shit. I'm not gonna be able to put in the reps to be worthy to win some shit. The only thing I'm capable of winning these days is like a Rogue Trader tournament in a region that doesn't have other dick stompers in it.
Auto shutdown initiated.
Oh, yeah? Helps to play a low datasheet army. That's right, Aro. Or World Leaders in EC, another example. All right, so we got the core. Let's get the heal. It's my favorite Legion, Mateo. Like Chaos Trader Legion situation. Death Guard. we go. Crash and Adam says, I heard you say the podcast. They start a new army by fielding the cheapest dollar to points armor you can start with. Yep. I start, yeah, when a new, well, especially when a new edition drops. Like when we're all back to 0. Crashing at him. Then what I do is I pick what I want to do. So like Chaos was this time around because Chaos wasn't good for a long time and then they got good again. So now I'm gonna be really dick riding Chaos for a while. That's my favorite. Chaos in general is my favorite faction. Is my favorite faction clause. And so I started by figuring out how to field the least amount of models while still being able to win some games. This LVO I didn't do so good. I only won 2 games. But I went 4-2 my first year back in 10th doing with that theory at LVO. But I haven't, but that kind of the shock and awe wasn't there anymore, and I was able to hit people with some wild shit. And so my list kind of stagnated because I wasn't keeping up with it. But I still won some games. And no one, except only one game was a blowout. And I had really tight games the whole way through. I felt good. Gone to a couple Road Trader tournaments and done really good. But yeah, I could field an army that looks really good because I was able to control how many models it started with. And then I was able to slowly over time add more playable units. Crazy says, I got my grimy hands on the Death Guard Codex. The new rules for Death Shots look sick. Yeah, Death Guard looking good right now. Captain Banhammer, next edition, Kenny becomes a Tau main. I mean, Tau look cool. Their new models actually slap. I'm not as opposed to it as I once was. Crash and M says, I love that approach. Fuck the meta. Let's just see what's fun, works, and it's cheap. Start moving forward. Yeah, because there's no FOMO. I don't. One of my rules that strict in my Beats Lab is there's a 2 army rule. You can only have 2 active armies. Monument Hobbies. Yo, Monument Hobbies crew showing up. What's up? Let me get some hype in chat. Welcome these raiders to the show. We're using that Monument Hobbies mahogany tech, building out our trim because brown is the best color, and then we're building up our true metallics over it. And it's always fun to jump back into true metallics and realize how good the Monument Hobby Pro metallics are, even though I don't use them that much. But yeah, Crashing Atom, that's the thing, is it's a 2 army rule. So when you're ready for your 3rd army, you have to sell one of your other 2 armies. That's my rule. And so anything I buy or collect is for one of those 2 armies, period. No exceptions. So there's never any FOMO. I don't care about anything that releases. I don't care about some Fulgrim that drops. If I'm out collecting EC, it doesn't matter. But if I decide I want to collect EC and I already have 2 armies, I got to pick one to sell. That's the rules. I've lived my life by that. Never get FOMO. Everything's fine. I have a ton of fun. My whole brand is about, if you do what I do, Crashing Atom, if you take my lessons, you follow kind of my guidance, you can have, like, it's all about having as much fun as I have. Like, I've been playing this game since the 90s, bro. I've never not had fun. There's never been a not fun time. Ishi says, this last LVO was so weird. Now that it's moved to October, I don't know how many teammates I'll be able to get out to it. It's objectively a better date in the calendar, Ishi. It's always hard to go in January right after Christmas, man. This first year, the double year is going to be a hold the line year, and Jake incentivized me to go and run a doubles event there. So I'm gonna be out there. Kramus, what about skirmish games? Probably do whatever you want with those. I don't play them, so I don't know. I don't have a rule for that. I only play 40K. Crazy said, what is FOMO? Yeah, FOMO is the strategy that GW uses to convince you to buy stuff. They induce the fear of missing out. See, the way that they make it work crazy is that most people in our hobby are collectors. So what they're doing is they're preying on your collector fucking mentality. And so if you are a collector, you feel like you need to collect the thing by creating a limited release that may sell out, a pre-order, this or that, whatever it is, an exclusive. You're absolutely preying on that collector's FOMO. Semi-opaque, kind of wet, just running it in the gutter. Heart pull right there. Kramus, the rule will be any of my squads sell for $300. Dark Horse says the fade looks sick. Thanks, man. Standard, stock, run-of-the-mill, airbrush transition from the 101 curriculum. Teach all my students this technique. It down. Get that out of perimeter. Brown is the best color. We have a YouTube video about that. The back in the day. And the metal right now, the silver is just dark silver, bright silver right now. Some dry brushing. We're not gonna really touch this. We're not gonna really mess with the silver until we get all the panels on everything, because what we want to do is just surgically paint the least amount of shit possible for the highest result possible. Turn the exposure down just a notch so you can see a little bit better. I had the exposure up a little higher than needed. But you see, we're gonna have to go through and paint all these little pipes, for example, right? But also there's some trim in here. But we want to kind of be as hella lazy with all this other stuff as possible, so we want every panel on first. We want to see how little metal is actually exposed, and then we can touch the metal with as little brush strokes as possible. That's the whole next level painting way. Can't see, you don't paint it. So we got all the leg panels. Remember, we had them all set. Leo, man, what's up, brother? We had all the panels laid out with the legs down here. And now we just glue, and then we put them all on here. And this is all torso legs and our marble shoulder pads. So once we get you see, this part's fast. I told you guys. I told you guys that once we got to the painting, that it was going to go quick. Like painting Night Titan equivalents are actually really easy if you understand the procedure and the sub-assembly. And we're going to be able to field a, like, battle ready by our standards would be, it's like a 9 out of 10 for other people's standards. We'll be able to field a battle ready version of this really quick. One of my students, Schoolcraft, I haven't seen him for a while, but he literally painted his whole Knight Army in 2 weeks for LVO one year. This exact specification. He actually got me 3 students at LVO because everyone was so blown away by his knights. Actually got 3 signups that year. You want to know one of my most successful students is Rottweiler. Rottweiler took my classes. And then he painted a Knight Army in like fucking 3 weeks. And then he repainted his Ultramarines. Then he painted his Imperial Fists. He just kept using the system over and over again and just cranking shit out, dude. Now he's like getting honorable mentions. So like the system is like so simple. The procedures are so understandable if someone shows them to you with the right language tools. So me and all my students, we all speak the same language. That's the whole point of a curriculum. And we've got this torso. Like I said, we've kind of blocked in some marble. We kind of just sketched it out so we can see, because these panels you can't sub-assemble. So we just kind of sketch some purple because we know that there's going to be marble here. So marble, purple, marble, purple, marble. Because from the front, I realized from the front view angle, you don't get to see any marble. So we sketched some there just so we can see it, placeholder. Then I think this gun turret, we're going to have to go back to purple for this. That goes right here. So I think we're going to go back to armor color. And then all the panels encroach on this. And we did, see up here, we did some very tight pin washing. Just to show you guys what I meant. This is what we'll do. That's it. Just to keep it tight. And then we'll go crazy later. We'll probably make these shield generators glow. But we've also got these turrets. So remember, because this thing was a bitch to build, we learned it is basically gunpowder. And everything is, like, we have little magnets in there. Everything moves still. Like, literally, it's a very beautiful kit. And these things got little shields on them. We gotta paint purple. We gotta come back to that. So pay attention to detail is kind of like the most important part of a kit like this through sub-assembly and cheat codes, of course, with the airbrush. Mateo says Roddy's doing awesome. Rottweiler's doing great, man. Crazy says, I don't know if it counts, but I paid 1,500 points of talent 2 weeks. You did, man. Crazy, also one of my students. He's been cranking it out. Pitch. Yo, let me get some love in the chat from my man Pitch. How you doing, brother? All right, guys, let's do a whip session. I got all the brown done, like I said. So we'll do a whip session. Then we'll come back and cut the golds back and do the true metallics. You know, we don't do a lot of those here at the show, so it's always fun to show you, to go back to basics. Let me take a quick bio break while you guys are loading up the Discord. Oh, I got a response from Jesse at Bolters Done. So he wants. So we might actually be able to do Bolters Con. We'll see. Because if Xenos Petting Zoo, Green Banner Productions, if they move, because they're gonna use Wargamer Joe for Challenger Cup to cast. So they want me a Challenger Cup to paint, judge, and paint. And so if they move to keeping Joe around for Champs Cup or Cali Cup, then I'll be out of a streaming job or a commentating job, and I'll be able to go to Natty for Bolters Con. Because that's what's kind of holds me back. It's like this next weekend. So he was just bringing that up. So we might be able to do a 2-day thing. But yeah, we're doing the 101 curriculum July 19th. I just asked him when he's selling tickets. Talking to him right now. So I'll let you guys know when the Bolter Con or the, I guess it is like Bolters at Dawn paint class. I'll let you know when those tickets go on sale. I think they only do like 10 slots, but I can do more. I can do up to like 15. So it's at their HQ, which is above a brewery. It's totally fucking the best little game club I've ever been to in my life. It's so dope. These guys are great. Last year when we did it, I was blown away. So I'll let you guys know, because that's an opportunity to take some IRL classes with a good group of guys from me. That's in Cincinnati. All right, give me a second. Be right back.
Faint lights in the distance, the thin line that separates your shadows from my soul. As these walls begin to fall, head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs.
All day, every day.
Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reach
Running to the server.
out, echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close.
Oh, some great whips in here.
Madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Where every passage ends,
Dr. D calling the ball on the next one.
your labyrinth.
Oh yeah, this got wild. Yeah, that's a little pewter mini, right? We talked about that. Those are tricky, man. Crazy. You don't have to. You don't have to show me whips. It can be finished models too. Anything you're proud of, bro. You're OP, bro. Yeah, this is. She's gorgeous. I love her. Mateo, for pewter, I typically try to use rattle can. Just because it's better. I'm gonna respond to Jesse. We're having a whole conversation. Got it. June. All right. So you said tickets will be on sale in June. Whatever your chosen, Mateo, whatever your chosen rattle can is. All right. Feel like we're good. Beautiful work, Dr. D. Captain Banhammer played my first game of Warhammer in 15 years this weekend. Holy shit! At your boys retreat. Spearheaded my Skaven 1. Vintage Heretic dice for victory. Fuck yeah. So we got another side project we're working on. So in addition to the app, right, I have another side project we're working on, which is gonna be fucking dope. Elro Dog knows what it is. And it just reminded me that you did like a boys retreat this weekend. You're gonna be interested in it, Banhammer. Stir on the Night Haunt Spearhead. I think I found a workup I like. Yep, that works. Got a complimentary workup, but it's not overt. Beautiful. If you could blue it up, if you want, because I know how my man is. If you can see the shadow here, it's basically like green. It's a mint green to white. If this border here, if this like darkest part of the fade was a little blue, like dark blue, like Monument Hobbies, dark blue. If it was like dark blue, erupt into green, moving into the mint. So where you separate the reds for the greens, it gets like dark as fuck blue, darker than this. That would take it, for minimal work, would take it to another level. Because now you'd be really working the warm, cold spectrum and the complement spectrum really well. Cool shadows, warm highlights. Yeah, they look great. But even all you really need to do here is maybe deploy pin wash then. Get like this green on the palette, add some black, add some blue. Just kind of get it, kind of like make it dark blue to taste, like respect, and just get a nice dark line in there, like a nice crisp cold shadow. Yeah, this workup looks great. Truly Dumb from YouTube. What's up, brother? We're over on Twitch doing a little Discord whip sesh. Mo's Magic. Painted up one of your favorite Kingdom Death miniature game characters. Oh, she looks great, man. Fuck yeah, Mo's Magic. Truly Dumb over on YouTube wants to ask a question. Yeah, man, you can fire away. Just so you know, all the action is on Twitch. There's only 6 of you guys on YouTube right now. Mo's Magic, beautiful execution. Ramus. Oh, look at these little Incredible Hulks. I love that purple shadow. Warlock, thanks for the follow, brother. Truly Dub says he got the Emperor's Children starter box. One that comes with 20 Chaos Marines, 12 Noise Marines. Their version of the Captain. It's my first army. Just finished building them. It's getting to the point where I need to paint. Getting really nervous. For your mom for Mother's Day? That's so cute. Ramus. Oh, this was your first. Oh, so you were trying to push it. That's right. Yeah, Kramus is like the BattleTech king on right now. He took all the course, all the lessons. He painted his billion-point orc army, power leveled his Instagram, and now he's just destroying it on the BattleTech scene. Great job, man. This guy looks amazing. Truly Dub, so you haven't painted any minis yet? It's Master Chief, yeah. Famous. Yeah, you always got a counter offer. Truly Dumb said I bought a brush, a wet palette, and a couple colors. Black, teal, pink, gold, and gunmetal. You're watching videos, and I know I can't expect results like the pros do. Says, if it were easy, everyone would be. Well, I'm here to tell you, Truly Dumb. Painting is secretly easy. So what you need to do is stop watching a lot of different content creator videos and just pick one. And just use their system. Because the problem that you walk into is everyone's got like a different take, and that'll get you fucked up. A lot of my students come to me, and that's where we're at. We're having to standardize the system. So first off, you don't have enough paint. That's not enough. And you need to buy an airbrush. Your very first investment needs to be an airbrush immediately. Don't start this hobby like the bad way, then later get an airbrush and be like, God, I wasted so many minutes of my life. You need both. You need to be airbrushing right out the gate. It's a game changer, especially if you're getting that armor down on those Emperor's Children. Get black and white spray paint. Yeah, you don't want to mess up your investment. That's the problem. That's what happens is you get into it, you spend a bunch of money, a bunch of hours of your life, and then you fuck up all the models you just bought and you hate it now. Now you hate this hobby. Truly Dumb. Oh, all my fucking links are broken. Hold on. Let me go to my. Let me get my gear list link tree. My website's down right now. share right here. Does this go? If I type this in the restream, yeah, it goes to YouTube. You'll see a link on YouTube. And in that link tree, Truly Dumb, there's a gear list, and in that gear list, there's a recommended airbrush and compressor. Crash and Nemesis, he goes back and watch all my old Space Marine videos like once a month. So Truly Dumb, I'm the OG. Okay, everyone's airbrush video that you'll see on the internet is because they watched my airbrush videos when it comes to miniatures. So probably stay here for your airbrush advice. And if you're trying to power level, you've got the coin, just sign up on my Patreon for my classes. I teach people who are opening their airbrush for the first time, and I teach people who've been airbrushing for 10 years. And my course, my 101 curriculum, covers airbrushing, washing, and edge highlighting. And that's the power trio of getting your models to the table. And I think that on my YouTube channel, like my home video, like the Death Guard project, I think covers kind of like all of it. Recoil, can you go snag that Death Guard video? Truly Dumb. 1,000 points because I wanted to play. Yeah, that's how this hobby is. It's the greatest hobby in the world, bro. I just don't want people to have like that false start. You know? That Bo's Magic can't confirm Kenny is old. Facts. That's right, Crashing Adam. Oh yeah, I was like the second to market with airbrushing after bi-painted. Crashing Adam. I used to watch the Death Guard Plague Burst Crawler video weekly. That's why when I launched my course, Crashing Adam, that was like the Death Guard was was what I launched it with. Like, because when I finally built the syllabus correct, because I had been doing it before, but my syllabus wasn't clean. Once I launched the clean syllabus, that's when we got real. Recoil, my stock Death Guard video that was at least for some time my like banner video for YouTube, the one where we're painting the Spellcrow Plague Marines, that kind of covers the whole course in 45 minutes, so people know what they're getting into. So like you could watch that and just make that your Bible for a while and just get a lot of information from just that one video. Beautiful work, Kramus. Gravity's a theory. Oh shit. The kill rig is happening. Truly Dumb says, how much is it? I was saving a bit to get everything I needed for my 1,000-point army. I have all the plastic and about 250 to spare before buying the airbrush. Well, my course is $100 a month. So if you go on Patreon, you sign up for $100. That gives you a course credit. We do the first lesson. Then the next month, he charges you again. We do the second lesson. Then charges you again. We do the third lesson. So that way you don't have to pay the $300 up front for the 101 course. I also have a 201 and a 301 if you want to go further. But it also gets you in my Discord, interacting with me, where we can DM back and forth. I'll put you in my secret Facebook chat. You get my syllabus. You can just DM me on Instagram, Truly Dumb, and I'll just send you a free copy of my syllabus. Found it, recoil. Thank you. Truly dumb. That video is very helpful too. What I just posted. Yeah, as Kramer says, the first lesson can take someone like months to perfect, right? But that's why you don't need to go faster than that. Crash Dynamics. People don't realize that there's only like 2 lessons: paint mixing and creating contrast. And then yeah, that's a forever skill to work on. That's well said, brother. But yeah, truly dumb. Also, consider coming over to Twitch. This is like there's like 80 people over here we're talking with right now. I barely care about YouTube anymore. Bro, this slaps, dude. Gravity's a theory. This custom kill rig. You're a wild man, dude. There's the Twitch link. Truly dumb. And the thing is truly dumb, I'm not even like that good. There's just tons of dudes out here who are better at painting than me. But the thing is that no one's course is as good as mine. I'm a professional commercial artist. Like, my shit is about results. Sir Crow, been painting a dungeon. Oh my god, that's right. He's got a fucking sex dungeon. There's a full ass warehouse in Florida, man. People are dying. Oh, these are 2 different rooms? Oh, I see. Looks like it could be the same room. This is Sir Crow's Beats Lab War Pigment. This is awesome. Yeah, they're just painting it, busting your ass. You painted minis in there? Nice. So it is the Beats Lab. Any more whips? Good job on this. Hey, that big ass wall. War Pigment posted last night. Is this like a ladybug? What is this? What are you making like an orc vehicle out of this? War Pigment? Broken kid's toy. Reclaim for the orcs. That's right, Dr. D. That's awesome. Goliath Games in chat. What's up, man? Exclamation point whip. Shui. I think I still need to do highlights. There's a little bit of transition, right? A little bright, a little dark, but you're doing Dark Angels. That's what you need to be doing. If you go any brighter than this on the transition game, you're no longer Dark Angel. That's the problem with Dark Angels. Dark Angels are the least exciting in the transition game because you're either doing Deathwing, Raven Guard, or Raven Wing, or this. And so they're all like almost totally one value. So it's perfect. It's perfect for what you're doing. So what it really comes down to is the edge highlight game and the wash game. How dark are your recesses and how bright are your edges? We play a game, Crash and Adam, where there's lore and people are like 50% lore hound, you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't feel good when your dopely, freshly painted army gets mistaken as a different army over and over again. That hurts your feelings. Yeah, with Dark Angels, there's a lot of ways to approach it. It looks like you used like a dark green and a bright. You used like a dark green and a green, and sprayed it. Seems good to me. Toads, thank you for the follow. Gunger says, hey brother, you might get a kick out of this. I recently moved house and came across one of the giveaway packs you sent out when you first started streaming on Twitch. Holy shit. Like how old? Like 2016 old?
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Is there a return address on it still?
Lift my feet off the ground, let
Like, does it still have the shipping label?
take me up as beautiful as it's been. It's time for me to go. I wanna say the way
Ah. Was it like a box break in there? Like, did it have minis from like Prospero Burns?
I've gotta go all the way till we turn.
Damn, dude.
I will run all the way to see you.
Some bases and a paint. What brand of paint? What brand of paint? That's the question. That'll tell us how old it is. Like I said, Secret Whip minis. That'd be wild. I was at Adepticon and they had the Elrics booth and they have all the Secret Whip mini paints that are left on Earth. And everyone was going through that bin looking for Tire Black. I was like, bitch, there ain't no Tire Black in this bin. They've been sold out of Tire Black since 2017. This shit don't exist. Thank you for the sub, Gungur. Man, that's it took me back. This will be our 9th year. So that was my Cerritos Place Beats Lab. My first place in Hollywood. And a long time ago, man. Now I'm a Florida man again. Bro, that's wild, dude. Secret Weapon, I knew it. Secret Weapon Brown Rust, son. Let's go. That's fucking 2016 tech. Bro, that slaps. He's got an old tier 1 gift bag from 2016. Wow. Demeki says the last year of my 30s coming up. Demeki is about to be 40, or you're about to be 39. That's wild, dude. We get old. 42 I turned 42 last month. I look 52. Right, Rhea Prey? You can tell by counting the wrinkles. Demeki's a wild man. You guys see Demeki's out there streaming Dice check content. So we're gonna get back into it. Exclamation point patrons. Anybody who signs up for $10 or more a month on Patreon during the show, if you DM me on Patreon, I'll give you a free painting consultation. Also, consider signing up for my classes. If you want to get OP at painting, that's kind of like my big pivot is of a calendar. I teach 5 days a week. We have a course, syllabus, everything. I've got no promos today for donations, but as always, if you give me money, you get Yo Dogs, and then I send you gift bags. So if you support your homie on stream, you also get stuff in return from my sponsors. As you can see, I got a lot of sponsors that I've been working with over the years. We just sent out a round of gift bags. We got dice getting ready to go out. That's the game. Tameki, did you log into Diablo today and get your Berserk skin? Rhea Prey, you order that hot sauce? I saw that jelly that you fucking posted. That's just wild. Reprint. Gotta get a new monitor and your backup 24 inches. You can barely see it. What? Did somebody just? Did you just DM me on BattleNet? No. You were trying to sneak some games in, but you had an interview and more work bullshit. While his birthday was yesterday. Well, happy birthday. What'd you guys do? Oh, I got a notification that you just logged in on my phone app. Had to use the authenticator earlier. All right, let's lock it in, guys. Lock in the obesity cradle. Oh my god. She went to dinner with her girlfriend and I watched the kids and did some light cleaning. Oh, it's a real chill. It's a real chill sesh. I bet she enjoyed that. Rich Gold. So now what we want to do, let's start back up over here. What wet palette is this, Zemeki? This is my game, everyone. This is just a different parchment paper I cut. Okay, rich gold, a little noosh. High opacity, little moisture. So now our goal isn't to paint for coverage. It's just to paint and get that highlight down. And let the brown support that. And you don't want to like thin out metallics too much. You want them mostly raw dog. And I'm mostly using the heart pull right now. And look how good that comes out. The Hoff coming in 104 months like the fucking legend that he is. See how beautiful that gold shows up over that brown? Always be rotating. Look for that heart pull. High opacity, low moisture. We're doing a lot of stippling on this shape. And the secret to metallic paint is opacity. So getting the paint too thin will hurt the overall look. But it doesn't need to be totally opaque on this first coat because we're going to highlight it with bright gold anyway. And so as we stack the bright gold over the dark rich gold, that'll be, you can consider that your second coat. So you can be efficient that way.
To say what you wanna hear, I will
Always be rotating.
my tongue
We're running a modified tracer.
disappear. Take me apart. Let the pieces fall to the cold ground where they belong.
Invert.
I'll play the part of whomever you want me to be, 'cause my identity has been lost to me.
The Hop.
Trim is off the hook.
Let me get some strong man loving chat for my man, The Huff. Throw some pickles out there. Flip the pickle.
Let the pieces fall to the cold ground.
Thank you, Huff. Appreciate the support. And that trim does look great, doesn't it? How simple and elegant that looks. Just a traditional rich gold workup. And I don't know if Mystic Mafia is still in chat, but you see what I'm talking about? How easy this gold goes down? And how low stress that was? Because I'm not painting the gold for coverage. I'm just skittering it across the brown. So all the stress is gone.
Lost to me, yeah. I can't find myself because I don't know who I am without you, without you. 'Cause my identity has been lost to me. I can't find myself, no.
What have you been into, brother?
Who I am without you, without you. 'Cause my identity has been lost to me. I can't find myself because I don't know who I am without you, without you. 'Cause my identity.
Beautiful. Let's get the heel. Not at the moment. Keep my head above water, you know. Heard that, bro. Oh, yeah. So, guys, I had to buy that new washing machine. So, like, May off to a great start financially. First time I've ever bought a fucking major appliance in my life. The Becky said the hobo was a Samsung. It's funny you say Samsung, because the washer I just had to replace was a Samsung that broke. That's only 3 years. That's only 4 years old. Just off warranty. Did you get all the useless stuff like for the Wi-Fi? No, the thing is, Samsungs are good. Like, Demeki's not wrong, and I'm not hating Samsung just because my Samsung broke. It's a base model, and it came with the house that my lady. This is my lady's place, and it's a townhome she bought, and so it's like it's a base model that came with the place. Samsungs are legit. My brother, you guys don't know this is a funny fact, but my brother actually went to school for major appliance repair, and he's certified HVAC major appliance. So I always ask him because he, kind of on the side keeps up with it all. What was wrong with the Huff? The suspension rods broke. In the tub. It was a top loader. Go boy, Samsung appliances are garbage. My brother advocates for Samsung washers. He says they're really good. Even though mine was a Samsung. But I went with an LG because he also said, so my appliance repairman who came out and was like, I wouldn't even pay for this dude. Like, it's fucked. He's the one who told me. He's like, but the Samsungs are good. He's like, I like the LGs more right now because he's like, I just do all these service calls. He works for a local place. He's like, I'll just tell you the math. I almost never have to fix an LG. I fix Whirlpools and Maytag all the time now. They're garbage. He's like, I see some Samsungs, never see LGs. He's like, I get an LG. And then when I did research in the time, my brother and my lady did a bunch of research. That kind of tracked. That's right. You love your Koreans, Demeki. So I ended up with an LG, not a Samsung, but LGs have a lot of Samsung parts. And it's funny because when I talked to the guy at Home Depot, he's like a good old boy, right? And he was like, don't buy Maytags and Whirlpools. And I was like, I thought they were the best. He's like, no, they outsourced it all to China. They're garbage now. And he was like, and he was the same way. He was like, LG, blah, blah, blah. And I asked my brother, I was like, yo, because my brother was sponsored by Whirlpool. I was like, yo, having a Whirlpool. He's like, oh, he's like, nothing. They're the same. They're just, nothing has gotten, but they haven't gotten any better. Everyone else has. Washer technology's old. It's not new. And I was like, I heard they made them all in China now. He's like, no, they're made in Ohio, dude. I was like, you're telling me that so they're made in America, in Ohio. They just haven't changed anything. And the reason this guy hates them is because he's like, well, they have like a global department that they do make stuff in China for like China. And he probably just can't reconcile in his mind that the American product is inferior to the Korean product. So he like just made up a story in his head that they're made in China. Like, and I was like, that makes sense. He's like, they just, the same washers, they're just nothing new. Everyone else has got new tech. But they were the cream of the crop for a while. Whirlpool got trashed, like he says. That's so crazy. Yeah, but yeah, so we got like a really good rated Samsung or LG. Got AI wash features and it's got an app which I like. And cost fucking $1,000. So that's like the biggest grown-upest purchase I ever made in my fucking life. Bro, guys, you guys realize I haven't bought a car in 20 years, right? I'm like a hobo. There we go. Rebecca says, my oven I just replaced with a Samsung was GE. Yeah, David said that the GEs are garbage too. The only one that they said is the Speed Queens, but like I can't afford a Speed Queen. Yeah, Dr. D. It was upsetting. So I started May broke. Yeah, I don't hate the Samsung washers. Like I understand that they're tight. We just have like a trash tier base model that they mass produce for like new constructions. Gravity. Start right here. I'm gonna spread the paint out wide right here with a little noosh. It's gonna be a little lacking in opacity, but it's because it's that big wide spot. That's why I'm doing it like that. Do a second coat there. The lady was really happy though. She's never been in a relationship where like the guy actually step up and provides. She's a teacher, so she didn't have the coin.
Shut the f up about moon men!
Life nickel and dimes you to death.
That's right, Dr. D. Like, that's right. Like my lady, like is currently in the like I gotta save my money because the summer's coming up school teacher mode, and doesn't even know she's gonna get summer school. And I was like, look, I'll take care of this. And she was really happy. And so it felt good to help her. Yep, life is a subscription service. Gravity's a theory. It's it is. It's a straight up free to play video game with a pay to win element.
To say what you wanna hear, I will bite my tongue till I disappear. Take me apart. Let the pieces fall to the cold ground where they belong.
What grade does she teach? Your girl is a kindergarten teacher. You're Mia Moore. My lady teaches pre-K. ESC. Early childhood intervention.
Take me apart. Let the pieces fall to the cold ground where they belong. I'm hanging on to every word that you breathe, because my sanity has been lost to me, lost to me, lost to me.
Yo. Oh yeah. Crash says my girlfriend has 3 master's degrees, so she could max out her pay. I know, right? My lady's trying to get the Teach grant right now to get her master's. She's just never been able to. I'm gonna run out back to the big brush.
To say what you wanna hear.
Yeah, something that always like cracks me up is like having a job where going back to school gets you more money and then they'll pay for your school. The reason that cracks me up is because if I had that access, like if there was some mechanic that would give me more money if I went back to school and it was free to go back to school, I couldn't do it. I would fail at it. Like I already know. Like I just can't do school, man. I just can't. That's why I teach the way I teach. That's why I talk the way I talk. it does not resonate with me. That's what led me here. I'd be like, can't do it. Sorry. I don't care how much free it is. Maybe it's because I didn't have any early childhood intervention when I was a kid. Gravity says one of my kids needed a master's to work at a public library. Yeah. Go boy, your wife's getting ready to start working on masters too. She can have yours, you're not using it. Yeah, right, Huff? Literally couldn't do that job. You're gonna do electrician. You're gonna start a residential electrician company, Crashing Adam. Bro, yeah, it is Scam City.
Is this what I've been waiting for? 'Cause I'm feeling a little too comfortable. And I think it might be the perfect time. Yeah, to have a taste of my own advice. From places
I want to focus on making houses resilient to extreme heat, cold, and wind.
and colors I've never
What kind of field is that?
from places.
Go boy, those are good fields.
In colors I've never seen. Colors that 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 I've never
Boom, high opacity, low moisture.
what I was hoping for.
Underground silos.
By my uncertainty principles.
I'm with it.
'Cause I
Insulated concrete, problem solved. See, Go Boy does construction, Crashing Adam. I did construction in Colorado, and that was actually something like when we used to pour like basements, and like we would use like. Have you ever done a foam foundation? Go Boy. Have you ever seen those like interlocking foam foundations? I did a few. I did two. Duplexes in Breckenridge like that. And I like learned I had to like learn so much about it while I was doing it because I'd never seen anything like it. And then you pour the concrete into the fucking, like it's a form, but it's foam and it has like a web in it and everything. And you run your rebar and everything inside of it, the web. And you just leave the foam on. You've done a few? That shit is wild, dude, right? Bro, you just make a house out of that. And then they have like what they call avalanche roofs that are just like it's just like a lean-to concrete roof. And you can have fucking snorkels and stuff. Bro, make all houses like that. Crash M says, we build for temperatures that were probably unique in history. My girlfriend's family house in Mexico is totally different, built for heat. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because in civilization is coastal, right? Like, that's how we figured everything out. As we cultivated and expanded.
I'm better off now without you. I'm not some toy that you can use. And when you come back, I'll refuse. 'Cause I'm better off now, better off now.
Banhammer.
Ma man.
My dude right there. Let me get some love in chat for Banhammer. I was using the number 4 to do some lay down on some of these wider pieces of trim. And now I'm dialing it in with the small brush again. That mahogany works like a charm, man. Thank you, Banhammer, so much for your support. Banhammer, Dr. D, and my man, The Huff.
I'm better off now without you. I'm not some toy that
There's the skinny trim right here.
And when you come back, I'll refuse. 'Cause I'm better off now, better off now. I'm better off now without you. I'm not some toy that you can use. And when you come back, I'll refuse. 'Cause I'm better off now.
Yo, it's my man Froyo. Gifting subs to the chat. You just got gifted a sub because your boy Frollo came in here to say what's up. Show you massive love. And so this is our mahogany base coat to rich gold method, Frollo. And then after this, we'll start, see this side has some highlights, some intrigue on it. And then we'll start fortifying the gold with bright gold. And then that's how we'll achieve a little bit more opacity. But the brown is our support network, right? That's our coverage. And the gold is really just a highlight. But like when you're painting the gold trim on like something bright like this, but you realize like that ledge is like still bright purple. That's what the brown eliminates that. bro. That is looking good. Bogalicious, thank you, man. You know, it's funny, Frollo, you remind me for some reason you reminded me of something funny today. So like I changed the oil in my lady's car and she took my truck to work today. But I need to change my oil too. I was just like, let me handle yours while you're, take mine to work because we got to drive to Miami this weekend. And she was like, you don't need to change your oil. And I was like, okay, how do you know I don't have to change my oil? And she was like, the maintenance light didn't come on in your truck. I was like, okay, I don't have one. I don't have one of those. She has like a Toyota Corolla and the maintenance light just goes on and that's when she takes it in to change the oil, right? But I knew it was going to come on because I remember when she changed the oil last. And then sure enough, it came on this week. And I was like, bro, my 2004 Ford Ranger doesn't have change the oil light. Like, if the light comes on, something bad happened. You know what I mean? Like, if my check engine light comes on, we gotta hook a code up to it and see if the fucking camshaft sensor still works. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have those. She was like, wait, what? Yes, the truck's 21 years old now. Crash it. Yeah, I'm not saying that the indicator is not nice. I'm just saying, she just didn't realize, my truck is 2004, man. That was not a standard feature in a Ford Ranger in 2004, bro. Ford Ranger in the tank, yeah. It may need oil to function. It's kind of the only thing I need to do to keep it going. It's extremely simple, Crash Adam. You wonder if the airbags are still safe? Actually, had to get them replaced. The Huff. During COVID, someone came to my house and put in. There was a whole Ford thing, and it doesn't matter how old your car was. And somebody came to my house, my apartment in California, and put new airbags in. A couple years ago. Bro, crashing out. Don't even get me started, dude. Dude, they made diesel Ford Rangers that they sold in Germany, man. That got like 33 miles a gallon. Back in the old days. Go boys, I changed my transmission fluid in my last truck right before I gave it to my superintendent. It was the most ridiculous and frustrating bullshit I ever dealt with on a vehicle that wasn't 40 years old. Bro, you just got rid of GMC with the Betamax. Wait, it had a Betamax in it? Or Baby Max? What? It's a Baby Max. Oh, the 3-liter Duramax versus the 6.6. Oh, it's the 3-liter diesel. So that thing got like ridiculous mileage, right? Bro, Cash App, I've heard about those. The whole microtrack game. My dad is like obsessed with it. No, man, my Ranger, like it had a tape player in it. I mean, crank windows. It's a 3-liter V6. It's the Ranger. It's the Edge. It has like the old pushrod Vulcan engine. Like it's just gonna go. I mean, I just hit 108,000 miles. 108,000 miles. It's still barely broken in. Yeah, it's funny because when I was talking to the mechanics in Inverness where my parents live, my dad has a great mechanic out there. So my dad is a gearhead. My dad does all his own shit. Except when the labor's too annoying, then he takes it to these people. And I was like, yeah, there's probably, right when it was getting to be like, 100,000 miles. I was like, look, here's a list of everything. Here's a list of all the stuff I have never changed. I've never changed the transmission fluid. I've never done this. I've never done that. And he was looking at it. He's like, I wouldn't. I was like, why not? He's like, everything's fine. Everything's working. There's no leaks anywhere. He's like, it's fine. I was like, so? He's like, bro, we're going to open this thing up, change it, and we're going to break something. That's what's going to happen. It's 20 fucking years old, dude. He's like, number one thing that happens with a Ranger like this is you think that you need to change the transmission fluid or some shit fucking when there's nothing wrong. Like, because then all the seals that are being held together by the fact that we're not opening anything up fail. I was like, damn. He's like, literally, he's like, the truck, 10 out of 10. Health, it's fine. No. It's like, I'm not gonna kill this truck. Right, Go Boy? I was like, you know, you're probably right. You're probably right. They put a new radiator in it for me too, because I finally. So I mean, the only thing that's ever been changed on my Ranger is I did have to get a camshaft sensor replacement. I put a new fuel filter in once. I did just put a new water pump in, and a new radiator. Over all the years, that's it. In 21 years it's been alive. And it just got its third set of tires it's ever had as it's been alive. And it got a new paint job for my birthday last year. So, because it was down to the clear coat was faded off and you can see metal in some places. I was like, well, if I'm going to keep this truck for 10 more years, I can't if it rusts out, you know? Like, Furlough says for sure he's right. I'm with it. Go Boy, it's the 3-liter Vulcan pushrod iron block engine that Ford's been using since like the 70s. The Vulcan. Frollo? Yeah, I do that every now and then. I just put some in my lady's car. Because, you know, because, you know, reasons. I'm going to change the oil in my truck tomorrow. I did hers first, because, you know, it's my lady. But tomorrow I'll do mine. She hates driving it. She used to make fun of me. But she's like, oh, your little baby truck, your little baby truck. She literally has to step on the step side, like the step, to get into it. Says the doors are hard to open and she can't see over the hood. And I'm like, my baby truck. That you can't even, that you need a booster seat to drive. She's like, it's too big. Is my truck set up like Back to the Future? It was. I renovated it, Frollo. Last year for my birthday, I had a wish list. Remember when I moved in with my parents? And so it still had the original factory stereo. But thing is, the Edge actually came with a Pioneer system and was wired well and had good speakers. But it was a cassette player, CD player, like. And so I actually pulled it out, found a deck that actually fits my truck that has Bluetooth and the right wattage ratio. And so I can actually finally have Bluetooth in my truck. And then I sold, but the thing is, even though it's sad, right? I sold the factory joint, looks brand new still. I sold it to some guy in Texas for $45 so he can put it in his Ranger. And then me and my dad had a whole father-son project, Frollo. And we put in a 10-inch sub, a truck sub that goes under the seat. So it's got a sub, new Bluetooth speakers. It's got a couple of accents since we painted it. And then I had some of the interior fixed, because my top was getting dried and saggy. So I had that redone. There's a place in my parents' town that does tops and seats. And so I had the top put in, and there was a tear on the driver's seat, and I had them fix the upholstery. Then we deep cleaned it. It's like it's brand new, dude. It looks like it's brand new. Some guy tried to buy it from me at the Circle K the other day. Look at the. Took it to get it, like I said, got a new paint job on it, everything, because we had to. Need to keep it from getting rusted. Love it. When I put new tires on it, because its tires are like 8 years old. I made sure it had a slightly bigger, more aggressive profile, so it looks a little bit more tough. Go boy, your son has a 98 Taurus with a 3-liter. Can't remember if it's Vulcan. The car would have been awesome. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. In all the years this truck has been alive, it's cost maybe like $2,000 to keep it alive. Your buddy has a 93 Civic hatchback crash hit him. Alternator broke. Belt broke. And he just tied a sock and drove us to the rest stop. What the fuck? Simpler times. And those Hondas are indestructible, dude.
And his name is John C.
Yo, Recoil, thank you for the support, brother. We got 9 minutes left in the show. Thank you guys so much for kicking me some cash, especially since I just bought that washer. You had a 98 Taurus as well, Frollo? Those are OG. The SVT. Remember those SHOs? Yeah, dude, the show was so sick. It's like a Yamaha engine in it that they bought, that Ford bought. It's like a 3-liter V6 back in the 80s for like from Japan. Sure enough. That's right, go boy. And then they remade it, and it was like a grip and grain, like kind of luxury experience, but it had like a bi-turbo in it. It was all-wheel drive. Kind of capitalizing on that import market. We almost got it, guys. My goal is to get all the gold laid down before we're done. I still work at Phil Long Ford doing maintenance. They pick me up for their like summer maintenance crew doing like pouring concrete and stuff in Colorado. And so I was around all these cars all the time. Doing snow removal in the winter and stuff. Cottontail Smiz, what's up, brother? gold's looking good. The purple looks good. Thanks. The video's on Patreon.
Question. What? Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
For the new oil fund.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, oil's expensive now, guys. Changing your oil's not cheap, man. See how much like oil filters and fucking synthetic oil costs? We're blown away today, man. Recoil's mom. Much love. Go boy, no airbags, no traction control. It was raining. It had just rained the other day, or it was raining. And we were at like this intersection turning left. My truck. And, you know, because I'm making a hard 90-degree left, get a little rear wheel squeal as I'm at the apex of my left-hand turn. You know, like a little skid, you know, as I cross through. And my lady was like, "What's wrong with the truck? Is it okay? What's like, is everything okay with it?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "What happened just now?" Like, it's like back end broke loose a little. She's like, What? She's like, "Why?" I was like, "All cars used to do this." Gravity, and I didn't put the old oil down the sewer. That is right. Mechanic painting, your brother just got the new GT, or last year's model. I bet it's awesome. So we've got the gold base coat down on both legs. We're feeling it now, guys. We're off to the races. All the purple panels are on Patreon right now, edited in one video. How to do the sub-assembly and spray them. We've got the marble on Patreon right now. Exclamation point patron. You want to sign up and get in on that if you missed anything. You sign up on my Patreon page in the next 3 minutes, you'll get a free painting consultation. Shakalaka Prime. Thanks, man. Shout out to Recoil the Huff, Captain Banhammer, and Dr. D. Thank you for giving me money. Started off May broke. Now I gotta go down to Miami this weekend. So I was doing road maintenance on my lady's car today. We take her car down because her car gets like, I don't know, 40 miles a gallon or some stupid shit. Toyota Corolla nonsense. She fills up her car like once a month. Mechanic Painting just gives it a sub to Mr. Pink. What's up, Mr. Pink? Pink 1776. Yeah, we're shutting it down. You just got a new Kia, crash it out 49. My God, it's so good. Yeah, that's when I'll end up getting some shit like that when my truck finally dies. But like, I had to make a decision when I got here, and I was like, First off, I drove my truck all the way from fucking California back to Florida. And I drove it all the way from California to California the first time. I was like, let's see. It's 20 years old. And after I put a new paint job on it, did a little maintenance, I'm like, it only hit 108,000 miles this year. I'm like, this engine is rated for like 300K, dude. I might be able to drive this truck for like 10 more years if I take care of it. So, fuck it. That's what we're doing. But it only gets 19 miles per gallon on the highway. That's the big problem with it. Mr. Pink, we stream Tuesdays and Fridays here on Twitch and multi-stream. I podcast on Wednesdays, but Patreon is also where all my courses are. I teach 5 days a week. Many people in the chat are my students. Exclamation point, patrons. I edit all the stuff we do here, put it into digestible format over on Patreon. But you can also sign up for my course tier, get my syllabus. So we used to stream more, but now I teach 5 days a week and I stream less.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Oh, you gotta get swifty. Oh yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
There it is. Yeah, people. I just didn't drive a lot. I drive more now because I go to Inverness like once a month. So I put like 200 miles on my car a month right now. That's a lot more than I used to. Mr. Pink? Oh yeah, you can just free to play it, dude. That's why I do Twitch. That's my free to play model. My Patreon model is pay to win. He just bought an orc army. Crash Adam. Almost done, brother. Yeah, Mr. Pink, I'll see you on Friday. You'll see us live tomorrow. That's our podcast. It's multi-streams on a lot of different platforms. But yeah, Friday at what? It's 1 hour earlier, right? We end late today. We end at it's 9 p.m. my time. It's 5 to 8 on Friday my time. Not 6 to 9. All right, let's get a raid going. Banhammer in the house, Crashing Adam, Froyo. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Can't do it without you. Literally, can't drink water for free anymore. Let's see, who are we gonna raid? Any suggestions? Recoil, Coil Daddy, calling the shot. Wicked's on. Couple other people too. Okay, let's. I mean, it's gonna be Wicked probably because I don't see anybody else. Sometimes there's like a special person on, but we've been rating Wicked for years. Okay, The raid is queuing up, guys. He's doing some wild shit right now. Some Necros. Looks like some Tyranids. Hell yeah. So, bring the heat, guys. Exclamation point. Oh, hype or whatever. Bring the length. Bring the girth. Bring the positivity over to Wicked Stream. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.